Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Okay, so these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So what we've got is something linking to a cursed castle, alright? We've got a police officer is getting charged. We've got bullying from fake accounts, cyber crimes, alright? Phone calls logged and recorded, and then we've got demons on the phone. So linking to a castle, we've got gas man, gas woman, okay? Gas man, gas woman, coming into masculine or feminine's home, alright? From the council or local government, local authority, what have you. Saying we need to come into your house, knock, knock, knock. We've got gas checks and deliberately creating a gas leak. They've done this to me and gassed me and my kids out because they're not all there in a red, you see. It's linking to SRC, alright? SRC, linking to a cursed castle. Police officer is getting charged. Bullying from fake accounts, cyber crimes. Phone calls logged and recorded, calling up masculine or feminine with like voice changer harmonies or like voice changer apps and saying there's demons and then conjuring up the demons. I've had this. And then conjuring up demons towards masculine or feminine because they think they're hard or something like that. SRC, satanic ritual, child. Then we've got CID. Then we've got CID, rituals backfired, okay? Linking to a scam group. Linking to a scam group. Caught out, so we've got phone calls logged, recorded, caught out. So there's police officers who has been abusing their power position, alright, bullying from fake accounts, cyber crimes, probably paying to have one of their own family members bullied because they've always been nothing but a bully boy, a bully boy. Preying on your downfall, set of predators. We've got an old pal who's got involved and they're getting charged, alright, giving out cursed gifts. Alright. Battle. That could be spiritual warfare, okay. Battling corrupt law. Battling. Helping a satanic priest. Alright, so linking to some sort of satanic cult Coven with this SRC. Satanic priest. Well, ancestors are attacking them all. With this police officer charge and this old pal, alright, they prefer the devil, alright, because they like to scam people. Neighbour is in a Coven. 10 or more people in this Coven, alright, but I am getting cult type of vibes. A nurse is getting charged. All their computer, all their devices, everything, it's all getting backed up. They're under investigation. They'd be meeting at home, alright, come round to my house, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting passing a gun around for a crack ball, alright. On the night time, they are passing guns around and they're trying to set someone up for crimes they've not committed. Okay, because I'm getting passing guns around, alright, and trying to do that at night time, when a lot of people they'll be at home, you know. Dark web activity, a lot of dark web activity. So these are very, very dark people. Dark web hitman hired, okay. Armed police are involved. Alright, so maybe, oh, it's just long, innit? A deal with the devil doesn't last. Recruited pure evil people. Making deals with the devil, recruiting pure evil people. We've got Alcohol Anonymous readings. Paid social services to lie on documents, okay? Family life insurance. So a family's got involved in doing a life insurance policy on one of their own family members, ritually abusing them, okay? They don't want it to come to light what they've been doing, so they've been paying people to bully from fake accounts, okay? Maybe with these phone calls logged and recorded, fake police phone calls, alright? Fake ambulance phone calls, so false charges, bearing false witness, okay? Some sort of gang affiliation, false arrests, false reports, like I said, alright? A neighbour's involved and a neighbour is getting charged, linking to premeditated robbery. Then we've got bank account hidden money. There's an altar being used, alright? Forensics are being called. We've got ashamed, exposed and scared. Lied to have you stalked. On here we've got BLOOD rituals, BLOOD magic and BLOOD contracts. So Dark Family, okay, is involved in BLOOD rituals, BLOOD magic, BLOOD contracts with the devil, making deals with devils and demons, and getting involved in BLOOD sacrifices, right? Neighbours are involved, a lot of premeditated robbery, satanic ritual, child. So, family has ritually abused one of their own children throughout their full life, okay? And if that child has grown up, then they have ritually abused the child or children and tried to sacrifice them, because there's an frigging insurance policy on the children. Family life insurance, meeting in an office, alright? This could be these nurses, these doctors, these psychiatrists, because they want this life insurance policy too, because they're disgusting. Someone has bought a jet ski or a boat with some sort of stolen money. Wanted to be initiated into a secret society. Child predator watching your child or children, or this masculine's or feminine's child or children, because there are a set of child predators who like to ritually abuse children. Ritual like abuse, ritually like sacrifice, doing life insurance policies, insurance policy on child or children, alright? Attempted ending, because they've probably got hold of some sort of money, forced power of attorney, getting paid, and they put some money in an offshore overseas account. Offshore overseas account, okay, neighbour in a Coven who does this by the power of free invested in me. Now a lot of these with this AA meeting, they're alcoholics, so they will do out for a bottle of plonk. Throat chakra magic. Out for a bottle of plonk. Dark energy on child or children. So a lot of like child predators doing dark energy on child or children. BLOOD rituals, BLOOD magic, SRC satanic ritual child. Dark energy. Ex's family insurance policy. So even an ex's family has got involved in a life insurance policy, and bizarrely enough, wanting respect for being a nonce. Alright, so it's a noncy, satanic cult and Coven, okay, what just keeps expanding and expanding and expanding, and half the goddamn entire planet is involved in this. Fire magic. They're dumb as fuck, darling. Because for some strange reason, they think they're always going to get away with it, being a dumb fuck. I can't even get the card. Okay, we've got fake court case. That would be to create a diversion. A fake court case to force power of attorney over some sort of money. Alright. Wants to lure victims into a trap. So a set of predators. There's a lot of people doing this in the neighbourhood. Alright, they'll be on neighbourhood watch, but all they're doing is they're just looking for little boys and girls to snatch into their satanic cult, to snatch into their satanic coven, and satanically ritually abuse children and put life insurance policies on them. X's family is involved, okay? Evil auntie involved in insurance jobs, so evil auntie is involved. They do a lot of death magic, death hexes, alright? A lot of death magic, death hexes, and they're all being reversed. Some of these people will do out for drug, a bit of weed, a bit of smack, a bit of crack, a bit of fat, a bit of cat, alright? A bottle of bloody plonk, alright? So there's a lot of smackheads, crackheads, raging alcoholics in these cults and covens. We've got a sister getting charged. Poisoned someone to death before. Alright, someone got involved because they wanted a phone or a tablet, some materialistic things. A judge is getting charged because they're well connected. Someone left a coven. Alright, well, we've got has multiple STDs. So they're spreading STDs, alright, deliberately spreading STDs in these cults and covens. Everyone's on everybody, alright. Garage is getting raided. Paid a witch doctor. Period BLOOD magic in food, alright, in rituals. Always recruiting more haters, alright. We've got evil cops involved. Master manipulator orchestrated it all. Hitman sniper, okay. Wow. Hitman sniper. So there's just a set of weirdos all linking together. Who need to get their mental health checked, alright. Get themselves off that alcohol, get themselves off the drugs, alright. Stop trying to snatch kiddies, alright. Stop putting insurance policies out on children and ritually abusing them because there's something not right. Moon magic backfired, so been doing lunacy spells. They want to sacrifice someone for power. We've got an evil teacher involved. They're all doing sex magic on everyone. They are weird. A teacher is losing their job, so an evil teacher is losing their job because they're either in this cult or coven and ritually abusing children at school without them knowing, alright, having rituals done on them at school. So a teacher is losing their job. They all meet up in some sort of forest or woodland area. Oh look, wooded area. Can't even make it up, can I? Forest, wooded area. They all meet up in like some sort of forest or wooded area and do rituals, alright? We've got an evil detective who's selling child or children to cult leaders and coven members. Wow, wow. Linking to a tunnel cult. People, if masculine or feminine has been going through this, was laughing at the truth because they're deluded, alright? Hell is their destination, home. Hell is their destination, or home. An evil granddad is doing this to their own daughter or son and their own grandchild or grandchildren because they are corrupt to the core. They could be doing this to a strong healer, paid to watch this as his neighbours and report back, and even getting these street rats, smack rats, crack rats, alright, raging alkies involved in stalking, and was paid to try and set masculine up or feminine up for crimes they've not committed, and sacrificing child or children to demons. They end people, okay, by poisoning them or sacrificing them and make it look like they've ended themselves. We've got extreme domestic violence, alright, where somebody is spiritually battering their ex through ritually abusing them with a satanic cult or a coven. So spiritually battering their ex. If you leave one of these masculines or feminines, they will spiritually batter you. But we have got ex's family somewhere who's got involved in doing a life insurance policy on their own child or children, alright, and then spiritually battering their ex. Then black magic done on her, alright. So sending that towards masculine or feminine's home. We've got stalking victims for a dark energy at them. There's some sort of CCTV footage linking to a church member, and they do rape drugs, alright. Sedate their victims and rape them. They do voodoo dolls made to torture. It's like an incubus or succubus or Jezebel club, alright. Everyone is in some sort of incubus, succubus or Jezebel club, which is weird. So a set of freaks in nature who don't want this coming to light, they sacrifice babies. 1717. Black magic on child or children. Someone in this connection has ended their own partner before. Program, radio, film, TV show. So they use a lot of programming devices, alright? They have done some sort of illegal experiments on their own child or children, this evil granddad who's done this to their own son or daughter, and then as they've grown up and had child or children, they are doing this on the child or children and ritually abusing them, and then they just want them to accept it as a way of life when it needs to be shut down. They could want to make out like they're part of Illuminati, but they don't want that to be illuminated. We've got the sun. Could make out like they're part of Illuminati, yet they don't want to have that be illuminated. They want this masculine or feminine's life, light, power and divinity. Oh my lord. They've got cameras in trees, maybe capturing these rituals in this wooded area or this forest type of area. It's like some sort of Blair Witch. Alright, we've got an evil tutor, college tutor, involved in doing some sort of death magic, alright. They was getting paid money to go food or grocery shopping. Wow. Didn't know that masculine or feminine was from the Galactic Federation of Light, and still continued to ritually abuse, recruited more neighbours, okay. Thought everyone was covered in black magic, got involved in assassination of character, linking to a cursed mansion. So cursed castle, cursed mansion, alright. I don't bloody know. Cursed flat. So all they do is curse. Someone wanted to leave a call, alright. Period BLOOD in food. Fake legal insurance policy. We've got pig, boar, Chinese zodiac sign. Then we've got these people who's got involved because it's some sort of money, alright. There's pictures of them on social media, on bikes. On bikes. With stolen money. Thinking there's something, alright. Yeah, they do. Pictures on social media about them. Oh yes. Yeah, Yeah, they have, darling. Yeah. And we've got some sort of grumpy, ugly, satanic, ugly man of a grandfather who's evil. Been through a divorce before. Unofficially stole something, alright, thinks that they could just get involved in a shit ton of robbery, and because they're in a cult or a coven, they can get away with it. We've got false in reverse and expectation and thoughts, alright. We've got false reporting, alright, and wanted to change the way this masculine or feminine is viewed, call them nutty nutty bar with people inside the community, outside the community, getting paid some sort of money from the cause, who took a gift under the table, alright, took a gift under the table to fabricate legal documentation to try and stop this masculine or feminine from working. Yes, darling, we've got a family room in reverse, someone who lived outside of this masculine or feminine's family home, journeying around with a main male, alright, towards house or home to stop this from coming to light. So we've got corrupt nurses, corrupt law officials to section the one who's speaking on now, alright, because they're jealous, could have done some sort of, what's it called? Plagiarism, alright. Real unconcerned because they didn't want to see a change come in masculine or feminine's life, okay. We've got lovers, privileged lady, and we've got coffin in reverse. They could have tried to do some sort of insurance policy. They could have got some sort of gun from abroad, alright, said this is where this masculine or feminine lives, alright. So we've got pathway in reverse. They didn't want it to come to light. So maybe a killer couple, came from abroad, alright. They wanted to come out of poverty, so they was paid some money. They took a gift of some money under the table, alright, from someone who messaged them, who was a wealthy man, concerned because they got hold of taking some sort of sudden wealth with corrupt judges, lawyers, solicitors, clergies, the law, alright, got hold of some sudden wealth what was never even theirs to take. So then it's been nothing but ritually abusing, alright, splitting money amongst themselves and trying to stop this from coming to light. But it's coming to light anyways. They can't stop it. We've got message of concern, alright. 33rd degree Masons have been changing legal documentation which is coming to light to help an ex-lover take hold of this money. We corrupt lawyers, judges, solicitors, attorneys, alright, to help an ex because they thought, oh, we think this ex should have it all. Why not? Why not? Why not? That's why they're a wealthy man in reverse, alright, and it's coming to light about this ex taking this money with corrupt law, doing some sick shit, and I was thinking, what do you mean? They even got involved in stealing even more great fortune, alright, journeying towards this masculine or feminine's home from out of town or from other side of town with this crank who just wanted to keep stealing some sort of toil and labour. And I don't know. Honestly. It's probably spending that on SEX workers, alright, and then ritually abusing one of their own family members, alright, and working on child or children. And doing an insurance policy on child or children, and with these Freemasons, these corrupt judges, alright, to help this crank, alright, who only thinks about number one, and now all the Freemasons have been exposed. They take gifted child or children, alright. This stupid Bince, alright, has got involved in child abduction with this silly Bince, and now they're all going to prison for stealing money, child abduction, and doing a lot of evil things, teaming on up with a lot of evil people and trying to stitch people up for crimes they've not committed because they be diverted some mail from someone's occupation to themselves, and got people in the local community to pay to gang stalk, okay, organised crime, because they wanted to come out of poverty and split the money between themselves and judge and all that went along, so they was working hard behind the scenes, taking a gift of some money, because they didn't want this masculine or feminine to, well, this masculine here, to be revealed as a fake, a false, a fraud, a phony, an ex, darling. It's all coming to light that they're all fake, darling. And they will do anything for the love of money. So on the distant horizons, they're losing their houses, they're losing their homes, all right? They're losing their privileges, All these nurses, corrupt nurses, Nessie, losing the jobs, because it was all to do with insurance jobs, and they tried to do this to somebody who is high on it, so they're all going to prison for expecting money, all right, to turn a blind eye, splitting money amongst themselves, so they're all going to prison, and an ex is going to prison for taking some sort of sudden wealth and living life of luxury off the back of the ex's hardware, off the back of the ex's toil and labour. So they're going to have to work behind prison bars in Monster Mansion, which is probably with this, where is it, cursed like mansion or something like that. Yeah, darling. Yeah, because they're going to be surrounded by devils and demons who's just as evil, sinister and corrupt as them. Then they're going to have to sit there and tell all the other people how they've been trying to end child or children for the love of money, alright? Yeah, they're going to lose their houses, they're going to lose their homes, alright? They're just wanting to act all privileges. Yeah, distant horizons, down, and they just didn't want to see someone come out of poverty and have money for their own work, alright? So they started teaming on up with some dark people on the dark web, and this silly bin, childish, immature little runt, alright, going to court and thinking, yeah, well, unofficially steal everything, alright, she's been divorced before, alright, split it amongst themselves, because she's a little runt. She's an absolute runt. Runt of a litter. And she's been getting a life insurance policy on her own grandchild, because ex's family is involved, okay? So this male figure sold his own niece for a couple of quid, so he can get some bikes and stuff like that. And they've all been meeting up with corrupt NHS staff in an office. They have, discussing getting their own niece on some sort of dark web because they're a set of nonsense. Oh my lord, just so many evil family members out there. It's disgusting, and there's no excuse for it. They're spiritually poor, they're money power hungry, alright, they're demonically possessed, and they need to be put on maximum security prison. They need to get life in prison, alright? Anything they've bought, any houses, any homes, alright, any materialistic things with this stolen money, which is BLOOD money now, anything they have bought is cursed, alright? Anything they have bought is cursed. Trying to end masculine or feminine or child or children for a house, a home. Corrupt law and corrupt nurses, they're stealing from work. So corrupt coppers, alright, lawyers, judges, solicitors, attorneys, and these nurses are all stealing from work. They steal off the patients, okay? They always steal off the innocent. It happens in the NHS. Pay courts to lie. Well, they are devil worshippers. They are. Look, I told you. Mammon, material wealth, greed. They're all struggling with mammon. They're greedy. More. And now we want to kill the kids off because they want more money. Yet they need putting on maximum security prison. They really do. They need their mental health reevaluating. Alright, 29, because this is not normal behaviour. It's not normal. It's totally abnormal. It's totally unacceptable. And it's a lot of criminal activity. So masculine or feminine sold their own sibling out for clout. And then we've got, again, that evil auntie involved in insurance job. And they've all got caught out. End to illegal protection and a police officer getting charged. Alright, catfishing children for indecent images, and they want to end a child for this insurance policy. And they've targeted this child, this masculine feminine, and their child or children since a young age at a succubus club. And they just recruit more and more evil people. Alright, team up with demonic forces because, well, that's why they are struggling with mammon. Okay, incubus, succubus, osmodus, teaming up with Luciferians. Okay, maybe even Eastern Stars. She thought, oh, I'll get in Eastern Stars. I want to see a change in my world and yada yada yada. And she's going to prison, maximum security prison is what they are getting. Maximum security prison. She's not going to ever be able to leave that maximum security prison, let me tell you that. Yeah, she's got to work every day in prison on End Yourself Watch to pay every single penny back. Every single penny back. Not directly linking to this masculine or feminine who she's done it to, but could be ex's mother. This could be brother who sold his own sibling out to take some money and then wanted to trot around like high on her and get involved in hitman, paying a hitman, gift of money, alright? And then there was acting all fake, like trying to get it done. Alright, stealing somebody else's work, and the court's just like, oh yeah, go on then, you have this money, lying on somebody who's high on her and trying to poison child or children, their own child or children or child or grandchildren. So they're going to have to appear before a proper judge, okay? And these people who got involved in this theft with this unofficial person, or unofficially did it, alright, in an illegal manner with a mature granddad who's mentally retarded, who's been divorced before. Very mentally retarded family, mental oriental, thinking that using a shit ton of black magic and stuff, they can cover it up. No, darling. So now the devil's ringing them on the phone. The devil is ringing them on the phone because the devil is ready to collect. Alright, these demonic forces are ready to collect. These ops are getting arrested. Okay, there's a shop manager or a shop assistant who is involved in a cult or a coven, and somebody dropped during a ritual. Alright, if you have been performing these rituals on me and my children and trying to sacrifice me, my girls, and part of sacrificing my cherubim and doing a shit ton of black magic, you've now been locked in spiritual prison, stripped of all your spiritual gifts. So they've all been stripped of their spiritual gifts. Yeah. They paid a personal investigator to lie and dig up dirt. Yeah, an evil detective, alright. They just wanted a new phone or tablet, so they thought, oh yeah, go on, I'll lie. I'll try and dig up some sort of dirt with an evil detective, alright, and get involved in this insurance policy on a child. Lie to have you stalked. Devil woman. And it's an End Yourself cult. Some of them are thinking about relocating abroad to get away from the pending charges. They're all being watched. And another police officer is going to get charged. Tried to end own daughter. This is the ex who tried to end their own daughter. Ex is gay for pay, and there's a lot of system abuse, systematic abuse. Enemies are getting wiped out. Enemies are getting wiped out. So much dark web, illegal activity, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Fraud for over a decade. Fraud for over a decade, eh? Oh my lord. Yeah, there we go. Wants to frigging sacrifice for a football stadium. They've all murdered before. Alright? They're going to end up on maximum security prison. Maximum punishments and maximum penalties. A father's getting charged. A spiritual bully who has been bullying their own child. Alright? And then this could be like this grandfather also who's been bullying their own grandchildren. So basically, it's just families joining on to families doing some right sick shit, darling. The messages are being logged. The calls are being recorded. Big woman, small mind, wants to act like bloody big woman. Very small-minded, alright? Very evil, very money, power hungry. Big woman, small mind, paying for spell work on grandchild or grandchildren or their own sibling, so on and so forth, and spiritual bullying. We've got a Coven member locked up and tried to sacrifice masculine or feminine and child or children for money. And they think that they should just be roaming free, darling. Yeah, and they think they should just prop themselves up at a bar, a pub, or a club, dolls. Yeah, always throwing dark energy at their victims. Look, wants to sacrifice a baby for clout, like they did mine, because they were set of clout seekers who murder people and sacrifice them and take everything they've worked hard for and put its out and its out and its out, because they're a set of smackheads, crackheads, raging alcoholics, and because they're on smack and crack and raging alcoholics and ketheads and stuff like that, and a set of dirty hoes, they think they deserve better than the one who they're doing it to, who's been targeted since the child. It's just they're doing it to a strong healer. A doctor is getting charged. Again, end to illegal protection. Maybe even a cult leader is getting charged. Fake illegal insurance policies. Because this is what they've all been making their money on over the years. And they end people for some sort of power. NHS is involved. NHS is involved, alright? Getting involved in some sort of wire fraud that could have had some money transferred to their account to change medical records and call someone nutty nutty baba for being ritually abused, money under the table. Yeah, while they're ritually abusing. A lot of these people are just out for any drugs, smack, crack, ket, fet. Extreme child SA, alright? And now they are all cursed for generations, like 100 to 1,000 years, depending on their level of involvement. 100 to 1,000 years. Bricklayer involved, who's shitting bricks, let me just tell you that. Because they're in this Incubus club, this Jezebel club. As evidence has been caught, they've been caught out, evidence has been found. They try to end innocent lives to cover up, and the system is about to collapse, like the worldwide government is about to collapse, alright? All these false arrests and false reports will be coming up in the courtroom, okay? The fact that there has been BLOOD rituals, BLOOD magic and BLOOD contracts with the devil will be coming out in the courtroom too. They know how to work the system because a lot of people work within the system in all these different so-called power positions, okay, so they can just bang their victims about, okay, run them through the mill, false report, get them locked up, rile them up, if they defend themselves, they get locked up in prison, alright, dragged in the courtroom, treat them like shit, try and think they're all above and high and mighty, casting judgment, alright, lock them up in a nut house, rob, and they're working in the shadows. Death magic keeps bouncing back. Yeah, death magic reversed. Moon magic backfired. Alright, so they're doing pictures of this masculine or feminine and child or children on an altar. On an altar, darling. Linking to like FBI, alright. So obviously this is like UK and America. So the ones doing this in America are going to end up maximum security prison, and the ones doing this in the UK, they're going to end up maximum security prison. They are. They are. All involved in a shit ton of fraud, robbery, theft, okay, identity theft, you name it. They're for the streets. They're a set of rats who think that they deserve a privileged life for being a rat. For being a street rat, darling. You know? For being a street rat. You know? Stealing and robbing off everybody else because they think in their stupid little head they deserve more. Forest rituals instantly backfired. Wow. Because they just want some more money to go food shopping. Yeah. Putting out fake illegal insurance policies. So a doctor was involved and they're getting sentenced and charged. So many doctors and that. We've got evil cops, they're going to get sentenced and charged. We've got Chinese zodiac monkey. All ended up on maximum security prison, so they're going to just end up getting life in prison. Life in prison, darling. Plagiarism. And because they got involved in stealing some sort of work, it's escalated. They've worked more people into this theft, okay, because someone's got involved in stealing some sort of work. Official person in reverse, an older masculine who's either evil father or evil grandfather who's been divorced before, alright, and wanted to cover it all on up. So started raining terror in the neighbourhood, alright, and didn't think that they would ever go under investigation because they wanted to keep their own child and grandchild to the floor. So there was meeting on up to the care. Meeting up, hotels, motels, suite, business, pleasure, talking about how they're going to destroy this masculine offering and put on a jolly good bloody show. A jolly good bloody show, literally abusing their own child and grandchildren, and that's why they're going to end up on maximum security. So there won't be much dancing and partying and pissing up the wall, getting cracked up, smacked up much longer, darling. Because they're going to be getting treated like pure trash in prison. Alright? Caution. This devil contract in BLOOD is now broken. Alright? They paid a lot of people to gang stalk to try and destroy this masculine or feminine's world. Okay? Manipulating, lying to control the narrative, causing total drama because this mature man just wanted to see her son or daughter fall into pieces, alright, and grandchild or grandchildren, and just wanted to keep it on up. Just wanted to keep it on up. Oh, dirty, I love you. I'm real sorry to hear about that. Are you alright? Fucking retards. Yeah, corrupt law was getting involved in burning evidence because they was all smashing each other, and they don't want to hear that they're a set of sick fucks, and they don't want to apologise, so they're getting angry that the person's still alive, and they're projecting here because they just want to spend all the money on sex workers. Yeah, they do. Yeah, because they just want more sex workers. So we've got a pedo police force, alright, pedo family, alright, sex magic on children, sexual abuse, okay, abuse, alright, severe abuse. So this mature man has abused his own child throughout their life. They're very toxic, all get in a room, alright, talking about causing drama, and now they want to run away from pending charges. And like, oh, you promise you're going to back me up in that courtroom and we all go to trial? Because we're all losing our jobs, so you might already know the tea. You might already know the tea, darling. They just don't want this masculine or feminine to fight, alright? Because they're all a set of rats. They're all a set of toxic, immature rats. Alright? And they're for the streets. Well, they're for maximum security prison, darling. They are. And when you speak out about going through some of this, they're just like, come on, get on your mental health tablets, eh? Because, shh, we're struggling with mental health. We've got depression. Oh, they think they're struggling with mental health and they've got depression. They're a set of sick folks, darling. They are. So they need their mental health re-evaluated, alright? They don't want the record to be set straight because they don't want everyone to know that they're a set of dirty little nonsense, and they always snatch kiddies, ritually abuse them, and then upload them to websites. They do. SEX magic on child or children, and then try and sacrifice, alright, torture the victims to death, alright. Everything he's got's built on robbery and theft, but he's got a couple of pals in here. They don't like anyone with a brain. Their house friends was recruited, alright, to become haters because there was already haters in the first place, and they was angry about one of the friends getting some money coming on in for their line of work, alright? So they wanted to be a set of copycats. They wanted to lie, manipulate, control the narrative, and also get on a contract killing because they just wanted to sleep around, and they thought, no one's going to investigate us. We're untouchable. We're untouchable. We're untouchable. But it's game over, darling. They're not untouchable, sweetheart. They're just dumb. They're just dopey, alright? They're just pure evil, and they think that they can just have this up and running because they've got a load of stolen money, but they're going to have to give it back, so setting the record straight. And maybe one day we'll be able to sit back, alright, watch this shit go down, and see them getting locked up for life on maximum security prison, and they're going to get kicked in, booted around, alright, while their innocent victims are allowed to celebrate getting their own money back, okay, getting compensation. They could just smash each other in prison, alright, they can, because there'll be a lot of SEX attacks in prison for these fake friends who didn't think anyone had the balls to investigate them, alright. Yeah, dolls. Yeah. So, these incubus and succubus and all that, they will love it in prison. They will love it in prison. And these little rats who's for the streets won't be able to manipulate and try and control, because they can't even control how many times they fiddle with themselves a day. So how can they think that they are in control of everybody else when they can't even control how much they fiddle with themselves in a day? Yeah, they are surrounded by undercovers, alright. on the watch list. They are cold-hearted killers. They've got a shit ton of entity attachments, alright? They need a bloody exorcism. The more they've got, they thought, well, these fake friends got jealous of one of their own friends, knew that they was working hard and they had a lot of money coming on in, so they linked up with X's family, evil family, and got involved in satanic ritual abuse and wanted to become like an Eastern Star with these Freemason, corrupt judge, lawyers, solicitors, police, and now they're losing everything for what they've done because God's army is exposing them all. Identity theft, fraudulent practice of using another's name and personal information in order to obtain credits, loans, etc. Used ID, birth certificate, social security number to open an account, and corrupt laws going along with it. Because they're not all there in the head, darling. Tampering with evidence to cover up. Getting involved in bearing false witness, an uncle, tampering with evidence, using jobbing like police force to get on to a hitman on the dark web, and now they have a hit on them. Fake will, and they have so much bad karma for what they've done. Alright, and maximum security prison is going to be their home for the rest of their life, darling. And now they want to try and justify their evil acts and evil deeds, and we've got a full police force on the investigation for condoning this. Alright. Yeah, darling. Yeah. And then we've got embezzlement, theft of funds, placing one's care, trust or belongings to one employer, linking to Freemasons, Brotherhood, BLOODs, Luciferians. People aged 60 to 65 were involved, setting nonsense, doing mental magic, and a large group conspired against one person and their child or children to ritually abuse them, steal everything from them, plagiarism the lot, and put it out. Alright, false power of attorney, and now they've been cornered and exposed. They've got involved in child abduction and sucked them into being ritually abused. And paying people to switch up on you. So basically, these people, they're just getting paid by devils and demons, but they don't care. They're sick. They're sick. They're sick. They're sick. They're sick. They're sick. Alright, and to force power of attorney, they're going, oh, they're a nutter, they're a nutter, they're a nutter, they're a nutter, they're a nutter. And that's why they're all going to prison. And that's why they're all going to prison, for their underhanded behaviour and giving gifts to fake, false, fraudulent attorneys, okay, lawyers, solicitors, judges, fake, false, fraudulent people, here, there and everywhere, and getting involved in child trafficking, okay, kidnapping, alright, and that's why they're losing the job, and the journey is going to end for them, and they're all going to get beat up in prison for working together and taking gifts of money for becoming more of a sick fuck dolls. Here's the insurance policy. What they can't cash in on. No way. Here's the mental health records, what they're expecting to use in the court, alright, against these Freemasons and Eastern Stars, what they all know has been tampered with, alright, so, and we all know how Eastern Stars and Freemasons work. Lie in the courtroom to get the pals off. So that's why the law is going to change, alright, surrounding these Freemasons and Eastern Stars who think that they can do anything and not face accountability to their crimes. And they think they can manipulate and lie and control everybody. Oh my lord, and they got partying, being a manipulating little rat, being a little backstabbing little bitch, and they're like, look at us, little backstabbing bitches, busting some moves in a dance woo. Fucking prunes. Absolute prunes. Yeah. Some of them, they can't even frigging dance, darling. They think they're frigging great. They're stiff as fuck, dolls. Stiff as fuck. They're stiff as fuck. Yeah, they've tried to throw some evidence away. They're mentally retarded. Alright, like I say, everyone's been on everyone, alright? Everyone's been on everyone. Everyone's been on everyone. They're a set of slappers. A set of slappers. They're a set of slappers. They've had like about 100 people, at least, you know, between themselves, and then they want to stand in some sort of police force and power position and think they're really something, and they can cast judgment on a healer, and think they can kick a healer to the curb with these fake ass friends who's slept with most of the town, the neighbourhood. Really, it was just smashed everybody, look. It was smashed everybody, alright. They don't want to be revealed for being a copycat, alright. And they're getting kicked from the secret society. Yeah, they are, darling. Because they're just getting revealed for being a jealous, hating little rat, and they want to burn evidence to help an ex. Because it was all cash and checks into a bank account, and yeah, we'll go kick them to the curb. And so again, you may already know the tea. Because I didn't want this masculine or feminine to have a new beginning with a child or children with their own money. They just wanted to fulfill a fantasy in their own world and continue treating this masculine or feminine like trash with their family. So there was never any friends in the first place. So they're going to get dragged around, okay, beaten up in prison. The bank's under investigation, alright. The bank is under investigation. They're all going to get beat up in prison. This little child abuse and stuff, it's all crumbling and falling apart. How much drama gets kicked on up by a set of pedo men and women. And I used to say, like, on my other YouTube channel, right, I used to think, alright, men was up here with big nonsense, women was like down here being with nonsense, but I'm telling you, women are soaring, they are soaring, it's absolutely soaring, I know quite a few women nonsense in my family, so just be cautious, alright, because my family is a set of wrongers, and you might already know that, darling. Yeah, you might do. If you have a brain cell, you won't go near these cretins. Alright, you wouldn't go near these cretins. We was hush money. Come on, don't tell on me. I'm falling to pieces. I'm gonna get locked up in prison for life. I'm going to Monster Mansion for being an envious little rat. Yep, envious little rat. But I'm depressed, I'm struggling with my mental health. I'm depressed. I just wanted to be this person. I'm depressed. I think they're struggling with mental health. Their ex is gone, darling. Yeah, I get. There'll be no more partying, pissing it up the wall, or get involved in any more contract killings from these cranks. Because they're going to get beat in prison. They are. They're not going to know when their door's coming through, trying to delete evidence and burn evidence, alright. They didn't think other people had a brain to be able to solve this case, darling. They just think everyone's just as dopey, low vibrational and brain dead as them, and think that everyone's going to want to jump on all of these copycats, these dumb fuck, alright. Because they've been caught. They're just toxic. If you want to trash talk someone who's got a high level of intelligence, straight up copy and paste them, but they're all a set of dumb fuck who's spent most of their life just partying, getting cracked up, smacked up, and like, I'm jealous of the level of intelligence. I'm real jealous of the level of intelligence. I've been too busy just smashing around. How do they know so much? I've been too busy getting smacked up, cracked up. How do they know so much? Look at them doing all their own work. Let's just go in and rob it. Yeah, and we could just split it amongst ourselves. Go in, kick them to the curb, get lippy, get lippy, get lippy, get lippy, get lippy, get lippy. Yeah, and we'll get off our tips on drugs with these fake friends. Get lippy, get lippy, get lippy. No one's even going to dare to investigate those little string rats. Don't want to hear it. They're going to get destroyed in that courtroom because this has been going on for so bloody long, darling. So long. So long. So long. So long. I don't know. So it's linking to the UK and the USA, ritual abuse, SRC, okay, sacrificing babies, alright, for clout, because they just want to carry on being a lippy little slapper. So they want to carry on being a lippy little slapper, you know, barebacking everyone, getting on contract killings and spreading incurable STDs, and everyone's like, come on, join in, let me be a little slapper, let me just bareback everyone and keep spreading STDs and get a lippy about, get a lippy, 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 and I struggle in with depression, I'm pretty sure the one who's been going through this, who's had the kids taken off them, the work taken off them, and everyone richly abusing them, is going to be going through a lot more than these selfish fucks, innit? And that's why we're going to get locked up in prison. Maximum security, darling. Oh yeah. Maximum security prison. They deserve it. They've earned it, okay? Because it's not just been one or two bad choices, but masculine or feminine has had to fight for their whole entire life to keep surviving, alright? And they think that they should just straight up copy and paste work and cash some money into their bank account and piss it up the wall down and try and burn evidence. Sure. Mentally retarded police, alright. So you could already know the tea. Mentally retarded police was promising to protect all these people getting involved in contract killing because they was getting someone into the table and they didn't want to be known as a failure police force, but that is what they're going down as, alright. A very seriously sinister, corrupt failure of a police force, a failure of NHS, very envious, alright, very envious, in a very promiscuous energy, even corrupt police force, but get lippy, we want to destroy them, because it's been going on this masculine or feminist full life, and then they want it to rain down on the child or children and get involved in sacrificing of babies like they did mine, yeah, so it's all coming on out. It is. Cashing checks with plagiarism, stolen work. Maybe, just maybe, had they done their job years and years ago, it wouldn't have escalated. Alright, but they just don't want to apologise because of a set of rumps, darling. And that's the point. The God's rumps. God's rumps. God's rumps, darling. God's rumps. God's runts in a police car who think that absolutely something can't even solve a bloody crime, darling. They can't even solve a bloody crime. They really can't. They're too busy out committing crimes to cover up a crime, to cover up a crime, to cover up a crime. And that's why they're going to maximum security prison, alright? Maximum punishment, maximum penalties, okay? We've got a beauty, tech or nail therapist who's maximum security prison, got offshore accounts, they're all going to get shut down. They're all going to get shut down. And they are, there's no avoiding it. I don't know who they think they are. Look, street rats. They're just rats scurrying the streets, gang stalking, gang stalking, gang scurry, scurry, scurry. We've robbed everything of you and we're going to gang scurry. That's what they should just call it. That's what they should call it. Gang scurrying. Because they're just little rats, darling. For the streets, the dumb fucks. The dumb fucks. Out for a bit of smack, crack, out for a bit of fucking what have you. Straight up copy and paste. Alright. Cashing checks. Thought it was just going to go on forever, they did. Because they just wanted to walk, oh, go on, get on your nutty tablets while we're gang stalking, yeah. Go on. You want to have your own sexually abused your whole life and we're taking all your compensation money. Keep it shush, will ya? We don't want to hear a sense of books. So yeah, there's going to be a documentary on these sick fucks, and hopefully when they're locked up on maximum security, because we have got insecure in reverse, on maximum security, they're going to be able to get the mental health tablets they need. Because of a set of fakes, frauds, straight up copy and pasters. There ain't no originals, darling, in this police force. They're all just copies. It's like they're all just clones. Like they're all just clones. They're all just bots, darling. They're all clones. They're all bots. They're just devils and demons in a meat suit. Not one of them work under Archangel Michael and serve to defend and protect the innocent victims. They always protect the perpetrators, the predators, okay? The RAPists, alright? The says the people who ritually abuse others, alright? The people who steal others' work, plagiarism, and they just want to keep that up and running. Up and running. So that's why they don't want people speaking out, okay? Because they're all mentally retarded, incubus, succubus, and Jezebel, darling. And they like to stalk people. Yeah. Set of freaks. They're just a set of freaks. The world is full of freaks. Hull is full of them. My family, all the same. Alright, my ex's family, all the same. They're not all there in a head. Shit ton of major criminal activity, but they don't want to face accountability for the crimes because they're just incestuous and do things to little kiddies where they just need to get the head checked, alright, because it's not normal, darling. And copy and pasting, plagiarism, it's fakes, frauds, phonies, toxic. And then when they're slamming each other, they're just like breeding demon children, demon children, demon children. They're not much witchcraft. All the kids are just demon children. You know what I mean? And then like the incubus, they'll slam the succubus, and then they produce little demon babies in spirit. So there's like far more demons around nowadays than what there was when Jesus walked the planet, because everyone's just interbreeding. Because they're not all there in their head. Alright, so sending peace, love and light.